आज मैं बात करने वाला हूँ एक अनदर हाइब्रिड क्लोनिंग वेक्टर की which is widely used in a molecular biology for cloning the experiment which are the cosmid. So second, for the name suggests that the cosmid are the hybrid vector which are contain all the features of the plasmid and the bacteriophage. यानी कि ये cosmid based वेक्टर में क्या होता है कि जो प्लाज्मिड है प्लाज्मिड में हम फेस की साइट इंसर्ट करते हैं which are necessary for the packaging and in vitro packaging machinery. Plasmid are the hybrid vector which contain the plasmid and the bacteriophage. It means that contain both the features of the plasmids and the bacteriophage both. And these are cosmid are first described by Collins in 1978 for the insertion of the larger DNA fragment into the DNA. So, if we talk about that, the reason for the development of the cosmid, that the cosmid can be developed in alternative to the plasmid. The cosmid can be developed for fulfillment of the limitation of the plasmid. Like plasmid has a limitation, it means that the plasmid can insert only a small fragment of the DNA. Has the advantage that over the plasmid, that the cosmid are the very small size as compared to plasmid and has a high cloning capacity. It means a large fragment of the DNA can be inserted with the cosmid. So the cosmid are the medium size. It means it has a 5 to 8 kilobase per in length, where the plasmid are the large size as compared to cosmid. So it has a high cloning capacity, like 35 to 45 kilobase per of the DNA can be inserted with the cosmid types of this cloning vector. It is a cosmid, it means that the plasmid in which the cos sites of this phase sequence can be inserted into the plasmid, and there is a construction of this cosmid. If we talk about that, the cos site, what is the role of this cos site? So the cos site can be useful for the in vitro packaging of the DNA which are in a bacteriophage. Okay, we are now discussing about the features of this cosmid and the cosmid into which the plasmid and the bacteriophage gene can be introduced. So the cosmid are the hybrid vector which contain the features of both plasmid and the bacteriophage. So the what are the features, like कि क्या क्या फीचर्स है जो हमने प्लाज्मिड के कॉस्मिड में इंसर्ट किए. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्लाज्मिड फीचर्स में क्या आएगा कि ओरिजिन ऑफ द रेप्लिकेशन दैट आर प्रेजेंट इनटू द प्लाज्मिड बेस्ड वेक्टर व्हिच आर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इनटू दिस कॉस्मिड. And second, there is a multiple cloning sites, or we can say that the MCS or polylinker into which the series of the unique restriction endonuclease sites can be present. So the जो साइट प्लाज्मिड के अंदर प्रेजेंट थी वो हमने कॉस्मिड में ट्रांसफर की. और सेकंड, देयर इज अ सिलेक्टेबल मार्कर जीन, यानी कि जो हम रिकॉम्बिनेंट सिलेक्शन में यूज करते हैं कि एम्पिसिलिन रेजिस्टेंट, केनामाइसिन रेजिस्टेंट, टेट्रासाइक्लिन, इफ वी टॉक दैट द क्लोरोफेनिकोल रेजिस्टेंट. So this selectable marker gene which are used for screening of this recombinant, which are the third three features of this plasmid, can be introduced into this cosmid. So ये हमने बात की प्लाज्मिड के फीचर्स की. तो सेकंड क्या है कि which are the combination of the plasmid and the bacteriophage. So what are the features of this bacteriophage can be introduced into this cosmid. So bacteriophage का क्या फीचर्स इंसर्ट किया गया है कि only the cohesive sites or the cos site region which are necessary for the in vitro packaging of the DNA into the bacteriophage, लाइक कि जो डीएनए पैक हो रहा है पेजेड में, सो जीन चाहिए यानी कि कॉस साइट व्हिच आर नेसेसरी फॉर पैकेजिंग व्हिच आर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इनटू दिस cosmid. So the cosmid are the medium size and it can be used in the construction of this genomic DNA library. And this cosmid has a high cloning capacity, like up to the 45 kilobase pair of the DNA that can be inserted into this cosmid, that cannot be possible with the plasmid. So which are the limitation of this plasmid? Say that the large fragment of the DNA cannot be inserted into the plasmid. The cloning capacity of this cosmid can be high, like that a large fragment of the DNA can be inserted with the cosmid. So okay, we are now discussing about this function of this cos site of this bacteriophage that can be introduced into this cosmid for an insertion purpose. Like that the cos sites of this bacteriophage are 200 base pair long that are cloned into this cosmid vector. So this cos site which contain all the C-septing elements. So first of all देखते हैं what is the function of this C-septing element. तो C-septing element क्या करता है, which packaging of this DNA into the bacteriophage particle. So ये C-septing element का function हो गया. तो हमने पहले लेक्चर में बात की थी ये cos site का function क्या है. So second, there is a presence of this cos site into the bacteriophage which is required for the circularization of the genome. So ये circularization of the genome कब होता है, when it gets internalized into the host and forms a concatemer. सो यहाँ पे concatemer भी आया है. तो concatemer यानी कि लॉन्ग डीएनए सीक्वेंस दैट कैन लिंक, यानी कि concatemer कैन बी लिंक्ड बाय सेपरेट cos site. So यहाँ पे when it gets internalized into the host and forms a concatemer in presence of this inserted DNA at a very high concentration. सेकंड देयर इज अ कॉन्केटामर ऑफ दिस कोसमिड मॉलिक्यूल, यानी कि जो कॉन्केटामर है जो कोस साइड से लिंक है विच आर द सबस्ट्रेट फॉर द इन विट्रो पैकेजिंग ऑफ दिस डीएनए इनटू द फेज हेड. सो concatemer can be linked at the cos sites and that are the substrate for the in vitro packaging of this DNA into the phase particle. So these are the cos site which is required for the recognition of the genome. If we talk that the cos site is the only one site that is required for the recognition of the lambda genome by a protein machinery and that package the DNA into the phase particle. Talk about the classification of the cosmid, then the cosmid can be split into the two categories based on the प्रेजेंस ऑफ दिस cos साइट. यानी कि हम बात करते हैं कि यानी कि वन cos साइट प्रेजेंट है या टू cos साइट प्रेजेंट है. बेस्ड ऑन दैट cos साइट द cosmid कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू द टू कैटेगरी. फर्स्ट दैट इज अ सिंगल cos साइट, यानी कि सिंगल cos साइट कैन बी प्रेजेंट एंड ड्यूल cos साइट, यानी कि दो cos साइट प्रेजेंट होगी. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम बात करते हैं सिंगल cos साइट की. तो सिंगल cos साइट में क्या होता है कि सिंगल cos साइट कैन बी प्रेजेंट विद इन दिस plasmid based vector and it has a unique restriction endonuclease site. So that there is a, if we talk that the example of the single cos site plasmid or cosmid, then the PJB8 which are the 5.4 kilobase per in length and it has a SAL1 unique restriction endonuclease sites. These are the origin of the replication which are derived from the col-even plasmid, and these are the ampicillin resistant genes which are the selectable marker gene and the MCS. This all three part can be derived from the plasmid and this cos sites can be derived from the bacteriophage sequence. So there is a MCS, यानी कि multiple cloning sites, or we can say that the polylinker. Polylinker has a 5 unique restriction endonuclease sites. पहले कौन सी है? EcoR1, BAMH1, EcoR1, उसके बाद BEcoR1 है, CLA1 और लास्ट में है IN3. So इस प्लाज्मिड में BAMH1 sites which is required for the linearization, or we can say that the cloning purpose. So BAMH1 यहाँ से कट करता है, उसके बाद ये linearization और we can insert the foreign DNA into this plasmid. So linearization and cloning can be possible with the BAMH1 unique endonuclease sites. And we will discuss that the dual cos site. Dual cos site यानी कि दो cos site will be present in this types of this vector. So these are the example of the dual cos site plasmid, which is a super cos1 which is 7.9 kilobase per in length. Here there is a two cos sites which are present, which are separated by a recognition site for a unique restriction endonuclease site. When I'm talking about the dual cos plasmid, so first of all we discussed that the purpose for developing the dual cos site. तो dual cos site का जो advantage है वो क्या है कि ये क्लोनिंग स्टेप को रिड्यूस करता है. जो सिंगल cos site cosmid में जो स्टेप चाहिए उससे कम यहाँ पे dual cos site में क्लोनिंग हो जाएगी. So the dual cos site which contain the two cos sites. So these are the example which are the super cos1 cosmid which are the 7.9 kilobase per in length. So that is the size is a very small as compared to plasmid and other vectors. And these two cos sites can be separated by a unique restriction endonuclease sites which are the recognition sites for the XBA1 restriction enzyme that cut this vector only once. दो टाइप के origin of the replication दिए गए हैं. ORI1 which is derived from the col-even plasmid and this SV40 which are the origin of the replication. So these are the two selectable marker gene which are present, like neomycin resistance and the ampicillin resistant genes can be present. And also there is a multiple cloning site. So these are the unique restriction endonuclease sites which are claimed by a bacteriophage promoter. If we talk that the T3 promoter and the T7 promoter can plant the multiple cloning sites. We are now talking about the cloning strategy for the cosmid based cloning vector, which is usually same as for the bacteriophage lambda DNA. Like if we talk that the segment of this DNA first in vitro ligated to this vector DNA and forming a concatamer. This concatameric DNA that are then transferred to the transfer, or we can say that the package into this phase. So first of all this cosmid vector, if we talk about example लेते हैं कि single cos site का जो plasmid है हमने discuss किया कि PJB8 which is a example of the cosmid. So for the cloning this single cos site plasmid, it can be first cut with this BAMH1. This unique restriction endonuclease sites can be present on this genetic map of this single cos site cosmid. So पहले हमने BAMH1 से कट किया, उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि 5' फॉस्फेट वो जनरेट हुआ. तो ये 5' फॉस्फेट which are not essential for the ligating the eukaryotic DNA. सो ये 5 प्राइम फॉस्फेट हमको कैसे रिमूव करना है, तो रेस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम में अल्कलाइन फॉस्फेटेड एंजाइम है व्हिच रिमूव द फॉस्फेट एंड क्रिएट अ डीफॉस्फोराइड, यानी कि जो ये फॉस्फोरिलेटेड एंड है वो अल्कलाइन फॉस्फेट की मदद से हम उसको डीफॉस्फोराइड करेंगे. सो द रिजल्टिंग आफ्टर द एक्शन ऑफ द अल्कलाइन फॉस्फेटेट दिस आर द रिजल्टिंग इनटू द प्रोट्रूडिंग 5 प्राइम टर्मिनल. तो ये 5 प्राइम टर्मिनल जनरेट हो गया. तो उसके बाद क्या है कि हमको जो फॉरेन डीएनए इंसर्ट करना है, इफ वी टॉक दैट द प्रोकैरियोटिक एंड यूकैरियोटिक एनी टाइप ऑफ द डीएनए that can be transferred using this cosmid types of the vector. So eukaryotic DNA, तो इसकी क्लोनिंग कैपेसिटी क्या है कि 35 या 45 किलो बेस पेयर तक का जो डीएनए है which can be transferred using this cosmid vector. So the eukaryotic DNA which are in length like 35 की 45 किलो बेस पेयर के लेंथ के जो फ्रेगमेंट हो गए वो इसमें हम इंसर्ट करवा सकते हैं. यहाँ पे 5 प्राइम टर्मिनल है तो उसकी मदद से यहाँ लाइगेशन हो सकता है. So the first of all the eukaryotic DNA that can be cut or it can be partially digested using the MBO1 restriction enzyme or SOUT1 enzyme can be used which digest the eukaryotic DNA into this different size of the fragment. So there is a production of the different size of this eukaryotic DNA. We have digest the cloning vector and the eukaryotic DNA. Then there is a phase of the ligation. So यहाँ पे ligation होगा. हमको जो insert करना है which are introduced between these two cos site, ये पहले वेक्टर की cos site और दूसरे वेक्टर की cos site. So the foreign DNA can be inserted between these two cos sites and there is a formation of this concatenameric form of this DNA. So यहाँ पे genomic DNA can be inserted into this vector which are then in vitro packaging, यानी कि in vitro packaging का मतलब क्या है कि introduce the DNA into the phage and can be result into the mature phage particle, and this mature phage particle once can be formed, then there is an introduction of this clone DNA that are introduced into this phase which are then introduced into this E. coli cell by means of this transduction. So the transduction mechanism की वजह से यानी कि infection of this E. coli cell can be done using the transduction phenomenon. Then there is a selection of this recombinant based on the ampicillin. So यहाँ पे ampicillin resistant marker present है, उसकी वजह से recombinant can be selected. So the cosmid can be introduced into this host cell, यानी कि E. coli cell में एक बार insert हो गया तो which are then maintained as a plasmid. So the cosmid can be converted into the plasmid forms into the host cell. यहाँ पे मैं मेरा cosmid का डिस्कशन खत्म करता हूँ. अगर इस वीडियो में आपको कोई भी डाउट है तो मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में आकर बताइए, और अगर ये वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगता है तो लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा. लर्निंग विद शेयरिंग. माय नेम इज सोहन जेका. आई एम कंक्लूडिंग माय लेक्चर ओवर हियर. थैंक यू.
जोर दे लगा, भेड़ को छोड़ दे.